filled the gaps when he didn't know the words. I would retell the stories when I was older. I would be an author, or a spaceman, or something. The stories were set in Liverpool, a gang like in the Beano, school, bonfire, or something. Thank you. My therapist will be very proud.
Not only a therapist.
Shut up, kid. Right, this one is, it's called Two Hands Put Together. And I'm sure that there's some other good lapsed Catholics in the room. Kinkiest kind. And I was a good lapsed Catholic. When I was 15, all through life, possibly since Jesus began, my mum has, you know them Virgin Mary holy water things? A little bit minging, see-through plastic, and like got a little bit of something growing. And like a little crown on the top of the, little blue crown. And every house has to have one, like a telly. And we had one of them forever, just on the little shelf as you walk in. And when I was 15, I was really pissed and I was thirsty. And I drank the holy water, the Virgin Mary thing. I wasn't bothered when I was pissed, but the next morning, I was terrified that God was going to strike me down. I was 15, I was an intelligent, cynical teenager. I didn't believe in God, but I did shit myself. So I continued to for the next 16 years. But this is called Two Hands Put Together. In 1986, I found a red leather purse on an escalator. The world was made of Lego, and the police station was as square and certain as the chip shop, where you must never touch the metal because it was hot, and a spam fritter was bigger than two hands put together. 3 months later, the policeman gave the purse back to me with the £7 in, and I thought, oh, I didn't know that's how it works. In 2012, I found a wallet. The world was not made of Lego. The world was made of world. And the police station, wow. In 2012, I found a wallet and cut out the middleman. Moving on. This is a. I've got a poem that's quite it's about psychiatric wards, and you probably heard it because I've done it to death, and it's quite a sort of raucous roar of a poem, which is fair enough because psychiatric ward's quite sort of raucous. It's sort of like raucous and boring are the two main things that it is. Which actually Skem is as well, but maybe I was made perfectly for psychiatric ward. Anyway, this poem is the sort of quieter version of that one. It's about the exact same day, in fact, but I think that maybe this was written after the sedatives were taken, but this is about, it's about Meadowbrook if anyone's been in it. It's called Take a Break. Here's the library. It's a take a break with the teeth filled in. The arts room, a felt tip with one iron wigger, and the kitchen battles with itself. And this is where you smoke, which is compulsory. Elaine, the nurse who's overworked and going grey too early from empathy and no time to care, says, that fence is for the worst of the worst. It's where the fellas pace. I made friends with Paddy through that fence. He used to have opinions and a coat, nicotine off-white quiff. He's got the world worked out and it's not his trip. In a relaxation workshop run by the man who was nice, the alarm screamed itself into the room. Beth, tiny, trying to get smaller. Nice man, shook with caring, as we willed him not to touch her. He found some headphones and placed them gently on her ears. In the day room, we all watched Shameless, surrounded by tired walls. And it's that episode where Karen, who has soap opera bipolar, gets admitted to a soap opera ward. Later, we were sat, smoking our fingers to the bone, same old drizzle, and suddenly smack, Paddy is up like a mad cat high on the fence, nurse at his heels, and we're screaming for him to go, go, go. He can't reach the top. Nearly got him. But then he's up and over and he's gone. The nurses amble out the wrong door and we stand, shocked, smiling. The nurse asks, "Where's what's her name?" And she means me. And I say, "Here." And she tells me off. And I laugh. Thank you. I got told off loads in psychiatric court for doing nothing. It's just like school or oldie. Right, this is the last one. This is one that I've sort of favoured this year, that I've done quite a lot, so you might have heard it, but I think I'm going to put it to bed now, so this is, unless I don't, advice. You've probably had the introduction as well, it's kind of advice poem, advice to me, advice to you, whatever. You can't see through another man's eyelids. I know my own height and I know my own knees and they're dirty. And I know my own mind and it's broken and the gaps let in light like a disco ball. And people like me, sometimes we speak of the things that we've seen using puppetry, tea leaves and lies. 1. Don't cut off your face to spite someone else's face. 2. Don't cut off your face. 3. A boiled sweet pause in someone else's mouth doesn't necessarily mean it's time for you to speak. 4. You're probably not as ugly as you think you are. You are a generous buffet of crisps. 5. The minimum fill line on a kettle is real. Kettles break. So do hearts, so don't eat too much butter or fall in love with a koala. They're not what you think they are. When a koala breaks your heart, try to know someone from Yorkshire who'll feed you tea and elasticate your socks. 6. Don't be mean to fumbling frogs. The wet effort they put into punchlines. Frogs can fly if you don't make them feel self-conscious about it. Not everyone gets that bit. People who do, I'll suck you off later. 7. Not really. 7. Romanticise the repetitive clunk. 8. Give your pets a heroic aura. 9. Some kids got done for saying the word azure. Some kids get done for swearing. I come from a town where the barmaids have tits. And the fellas are homophobic, but in a nice way. You're weird and you're short and your ma tells me you're gay, but I knew your dad and he was witty, and so are you. You're alright, you love, yeah? Weird hair. 10. If you're working class, you inherit anger. If you're middle class, you inherit embarrassment. And a house. 11. The fight for sexual equality is not between men and women, between people and dickheads. 12. If I had stayed in that moment where the tennis ball reaches its height and takes a breath before remembering to fall, in that beat, sunset feels like acceptance. 13. Unsolicited advice can make you sound like a tool. Right, I'm very quickly going to read you a little excerpt. This isn't by me. Recently, I have been reading a lot of Christmas erotica because I've been trying to write a little play, and it's not about Christmas or erotica, but I was trying to write it on my laptop, which is the everything machine, and it happens to have Christmas erotica on it as well. So yes, that's what I've been reading. So I'm just going to read you a short extract, which is my favourite bit, from Alison Tyler. It's called Naughty or from the story Naughty or Nice. Oh shit. I'm coming.
I really want to hear more of Naughty or Nice. Folks, we're going to have the briefest of breaks, a mere 10 minutes. So that's enough time to have a wee, have a fag, get a drink. Okay, this poem is called Men in Suits. It goes like this. I did not drown. I drowned a dream. You see, I'd always dreamt that I was going to conform like men in suits, boys in school uniform. I dreamt that I was going to march through life and proudly wear clothes men had worn, men in suits, boys in school uniform. Tight, white clothes can disguise in their handsome shades of truth the things that kill or at least cripple youth. Those hearts look smart, and they are smart, just not warm. Men in suits, boys in school uniform. Did not drown. I drowned a dream of dressing in that style once I learned I never would, never could, not while what filled those hearts would tear and gash, viciously fighting for some designer trash to covet and claw, always aching to own just a little bit more. I heard the sound of a shirt getting torn, men in suits, boys in school uniform. I stripped down to my swimming trunks, competitive greed now defunct, dived into water, clear and free, able to see my confidence. It was far from shrunk. I rose up like Neptune, pierced and punk. I thrust my trident far and near and blast my conch shell down your ear. I did not drown. Let me make that crystal clear. I just drowned that dream. I'm still here. Thank you very much.